Um, oh, that's not good. I was kind of relying on the rain to cover up any movement noises or anything. So yeah, the blue circle shrinks every 5 minutes. We've got about 10 minutes till this starts going, and I imagine there's usually a couple of people who will rush around everywhere and just try and get, they're trying to find a better weapon or whatever. So you can always rely on people going to every single kind of spawn location. Unfortunately, if you can get your hands on some binoculars or rangefinders also have night vision. So if you do have a fairly rare night mission, just keep that in mind. Both in the sense of grab a rangefinder if you can, or that there might be people out there with rangefinders. If you can get binoculars, regardless of anything, if you can get binoculars or a rangefinder, that's good. For example, I'm not 100% sure if that's a person or not. They haven't moved, so I'm going to assume it's not, but I can't tell for sure. It's looking like this kind of area around here will be yeah, kind of this area-ish will be quite good. It's on a fairly high bit. I can't see any one or thing, but so basically what you want to do is you want to kind of be aware and think about what other people might be doing. For myself, I think that people will be moving to that location up there on the ridge, because it has a good view of where the central area is most likely going to be. Myself, I think I'm going to stick around in this location for a little while. Just purely because I don't think many people are going to be coming up behind me. I think most people will... no one went further down this way. There was one guy in the Camp Maxwell area. There's one guy Camp Tempest. Everyone else is north. So unless I get very unlucky, I'm not going to run into those two. They may even have run into each other by now and killed each other. Okay, so as I said, Control M brings up your brings up your thingamajig. And I'm just trying to keep an eye out as well. Tell you what, I'll move back a little bit. There we go. Okay, so Control M brings out your GPS. You can see on the right, and you can see the boxes and the numbers. Basically, if you zoom in like this, you can see numbers on the left here and boxes on the right. So we are 29, I think, and 30. No, it's like 30 and 39. So we're kind of like, if I was to guess, we're here. I'm a little bit off, but you can see that's how, if you're in hardcore, that's how you can tell where you are, and it's an easy kind of thing. And especially when you're in hardcore, you can see the blue line, the blue circle on your GPS. So it's a useful way to know if you're just over the line or not. I'm really upset I didn't find any binoculars, but what can you do now? So yeah, what I'll try and think of a few other like handy tips and stuff while I wait here, and I'll cut it out of the I'll cut the kind of dead air bits out of the video unless something interesting happens that looks like a person. That quite heavily looks like a person. I can't really see it from here. I would not be surprised if that was a person. Like, you can see, it doesn't look like a bush, and it's slightly darker than the rock next to it. So it also kind of, oh god, if I stare at that too heavily, to get out of first person, you just hit numpad enter, and then to look around either way. So if you keep your gun pointed, you know, if you want to keep your gun pointed on what might be a person or might not be, you can then just hit alt, left alt, and look about and make sure no one's coming up on you. Or if you need to look, like for third person, I'm not a fan, but you can look very far around, and you can also, you know, look around walls and stuff like that as well. But when I'm trying to figure out if something is a person or not, he hasn't moved. To be fair, I haven't moved either, so that doesn't mean it's not a person. But I'm going to chalk that up to a bush or a log or something that isn't a person. Although I swear it keeps moving, like kind of shuffling slightly. Oh well. Yeah, so that's how you get out of first person. So aside from that, kind of other tips and hints and stuff, you know, the most important thing to do is to stay away from places where people go, and you'll get a feel for that very, very quickly. Air Station Mike, Agia Marina, Stratus Air Base, that north bit to a certain extent, and quite often people go to Camp Maxwell. My personal favourite, I mean, obviously, you know, I don't think that many people will watch this video. You know, it's not something that that will attract a whole load of attention. But you know, just in case, you know, keep in mind that there we go. There you see him in the ruins of the building. That is what I call an idiot. And it is what I call an idiot because that is someone who's gone to where they think. MDG Daywalker, thank you for following me on Twitch, sir. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. So yeah, that's what I call an idiot. Because I'm not sure if that's... He's going to where he thinks the center of the circle is going to be. I think, unless he's just a giant idiot and he just wants to tell everyone where he is. Basically, what they do is they go like, oh, okay, we can see the circle now. And then they go to where they think the center of the circle is going to be. And just sit there like it's a giantly brilliant idea. Can we still see him over here? I imagine a couple of other people at least have clocked him. So he's probably going to be dead fairly soon. And yeah, basically... They go like, oh, okay, here's the thing. Yeah, he's going over to the center. So the center's going to be over here. They go to the center. Everyone sees them. You know, anyone in the area goes, oh, what a fucking idiot. And then they die fairly quickly. But as you can see, the center's going to be up that way. That's the way he's running. And, like, kind of, at this point, going in the open like that, not a massively brilliant idea. I imagine he kind of, what he probably did... was he went to Air Station Mike or one of these over here, and he thought, I'll go around the corner, like, you know, I'll go around the side to the center like that. Not a horrible idea, but you want to use the bushes and stuff a bit more. He just kind of ran straight away over the over the straight area. I guess the best you can say about it is at least he didn't run across the top of the hill or something. So yeah, there's a good tip for you. Don't go to the center instantly, because there's always that. I'd say that's probably him. Like, you know, 50-50 chance that's him. Because there's always at least 2 or 3 people who have the same idea. You know, if they survive to this point, they go, oh, you know, go to the center, and that's a brilliant idea. Because the thing is, if you're in the center, then people can come. Like, if you're in the center, people can come from any direction. You know, unless you're on the coast and you find a good defensible position, you know that people could come from anywhere, and that means people can spot you from anywhere. So unless you literally hide in a bush, you know, and even then it's not guaranteed. You know, you're going to be spotted from some direction. You know, if you're hiding behind a rock or whatever. So what you want to do is you want to find a position slightly less central. I mean, I'm fairly central here. I may even turn out to be a lot more central than you think. But you know, I got here early, pretty much at the beginning. You know, within the blue sphere getting done. And I'm probably going to stay here for a while and clock what direction people are going in. You know, we've got one person over there. If I manage to see anyone else up on top of this ridge, you know, I'll know that they're there. I have a feeling that there's a person up there, just kind of behind that ridge up there. The GPS is right Control M to get that bottom right box up, and this the thing about this mode is that, sorry, that was a bush. The thing about this mode actually is that there are there is a time limit on it. You know, the blue circle will keep contracting until it's like very, very small area. But once it's finished contracting, you have about 5 minutes to kill each other. And if you don't kill each other within that time, it's kind of, you know, whitewash, no one wins. I think. But yeah, so you know, you can only go for a certain amount of time. It is quite a long time. And, you know, people do play this with the kind of gung-ho attitude of charge in, bullets streaming and stuff like that. But in my experience, they never win, you know? Like, there is a certain amount of, you know, if you get a good gun, you can get fairly lucky, and you might win, you know, it is possible, but I wouldn't put much chance. You know, if you want to... that, I'm fairly sure that's a person up there, right up there, on that ridge there. You can see like a little dot. And I'm pretty sure I saw it move, but again. Okay, so as you can see now, this is contracted. The center area is going to be a bit more north than I was expecting, which might be a problem for me, but we'll worry about that a bit later. And yeah, so there is, and as you can see, you know, like this is the area. So, you know, I am about here, I believe. No, I'm 29, 39-ish, 29, 39, 20, 29, 39, okay, I'm a bit further away than I thought. So I'm, no, there, where the fuck am I? 30, 39, so 30, okay, I'm a bit, I am further up, I thought so. So I'm about here, and... you know, you can see the other side from here of the blue circle is 1.5 kilometers away. So, you know, we're really we're down to like 7 people already, and there's not even a kind of contracted circle. It's not close quarters or anything. And it is because a lot of people, they either race to the important points, like some people will free fall all the way down to Air Station Mike, just going as quickly as they can, and then deploy their parachute at the last second and just hope that they don't die. And you get you usually get 2 or 3 people dying from, you know, not opening their parachutes or just landing too quickly. And yeah, you know, it's is that a person in that over there? No, that's just a bit of leaf, I think. Never mind. And yeah, aside from that, you know, you get a lot of people just all going to the same place, all going to Air Station Mike. Like you'll get 5 people, 6 people going to Air Station Mike, 5 people, 6 people going to the airbase and to Agia Marina. So you know, that's like at least 10 to 14 people usually fighting it out in the first 5 minutes, which means if you do tend to go to different places where people quite often won't go, down here as well, even Camp Maxwell is not a bad shout. It means that you will get you will get into the last 5 usually. You don't see that much action, but for myself, I find it really enjoyable actually trying, you know, when you get to the end, it's really tense. You know, you're not sure where people are, you're trying to listen, you're trying to tactify. It's a word now. Let's start moving out a little bit. So yeah, you're going to try and be tactical, try and figure out where people will be, and etc. etc. And it does really make it it does kind of increase the enjoyment you'll get from a round if you're trying to be a lot more stealthy, and I'm not going to say smart, but I will say not stupid. You know, and some people, some people do just enjoy running in and having a quick round where you just kill a few people and etc. And some people just do that every now and then or whatever. But you know, I'm not judging here, aside from calling them stupid. But yeah, one of the other things actually I should mention in this tips and guides. If you see a falling an orange box with a parachute, don't go towards it. And also, I'd advise you to give it a wide berth because bombs drop around it as it's coming down and after it's landed. It's a care package, and in my experience, it's barely ever worth going to them. Barely ever. Occasionally, I think it has, like someone told me they found a sniper rifle there once, but I don't know how those things drop them off there. Someone said they found a sniper rifle there once. I don't know how true that is. I kind of doubt it, but you never know. And yeah, it's usually not really worthwhile. Mainly because people see it, and there are always a few people who will go for it, you know, if they're in the area, and they're like, ooh, care package, let's check it out. So you get a lot of gunfights around them. If you are wanting to be more aggressive than I tend to be, okay, there we go. Now we're going to start moving up. My plan for this one, you know, I'm not much better than that other guy, but I'm trying to go from cover to cover. You know, I may be spotted, I may not, but I'm trying to go from cover to cover, and it is darker now, so it's less easy to see me. And also, he was running basically completely across that that white patch over there, whereas I'm going to try and avoid the white patches, which scream balls. So this is the age-honored question. Cover to cover. That's not too difficult actually. But yeah, if you can avoid areas which are ridiculously white, then your green and dark kind of dark army clothes won't show up as much, and you won't be spotted as easily. It's just mainly little things, but they do help. Also, if you've got this problem, you know, if you go uphill, you will slow down. If you go diagonally, so you know. Sorry, I thought I heard something. If you go uphill, you run really slowly. If you go diagonally, it can really help you. You know, so instead of going straight up this hill, especially if you're getting shot at, instead of going straight up this hill, go diagonally, find the spot and go diagonally, and then that's really going to help you out as well. Okay, so we are right, I believe, right about here-ish. Bit further back here. Yeah, about there. So, reason I chose this area is because I don't think there's anyone in that direction behind me. And this has the added bonus of being quite defensive. You know, it's got... people aren't going to see me from here, really. Which would mean, hopefully, I can... a little bit further. I can not worry... I can stop worrying about being seen. Yeah, if there is someone behind me, I'm screwed.